Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tim, and once again we are joined by my brother Wes as we watch some cool, funny, and lighthearted videos that will definitely put a smile on your face. Grab a blanket, grab a snack, grab a beverage of your choice, and without further ado, let's get it.
Any advice for Americans who want to move to Japan?
If you're like broke and in America and you've always wanted to come to Japan like I did, I have really good practical advice to lock in. Keep working your boring job for like 3 to 6 months. Save up as much as you can. Go on GoGo Nihon or some other website and find like a very cheap language school. There's 3 types of language schools. One is just like cheap for a visa. One is like you actually learn. And then the top one is like only Chinese and Korean students that learn Japanese really fast. So choose wisely. Then once you do that, they'll take care of the visa process. You can live here for 2 years. Upon arrival, you'll get free national insurance, or it's very cheap. You should buy a really cheap flight ticket to like Los Angeles on like Spirit or Frontier. And then you should take like a $300 direct flight from Los Angeles to Tokyo on like Zip Airlines. Once you're in Japan, just eat like matsuya every day for like $2. If you want to like meet people, go on Meetup and meet like groups with similar interests. And if you want to drink, just buy soju at the konbini for $1. And there's your whole life, and it's very cheap.
That's a very solid game plan.
Yeah, I like how he kept it really simple too.
The language learning school is a big hack, because most people would be like, oh yeah, you got to work at a job, and stuff like that. But his method, I think, will work.
There's a beast of paper. I feel like I made those things.
Yeah, I feel like I made that before too.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess he uses tape or something, because that whenever I do it, it's
Is
like
that an
it all
airplane though?
falls apart.
Is it an airplane though?
Yeah, paper airplane.
Never mind. We can get into a deep discussion of what an airplane is.
Oh,
but
yeah. Well,
anyways.
It just let it sink down. Drop it.
Oh, that's so cool. Can we keep it like this? Whoa.
I always wanted my own lava lamp.
yeah. No, well, the thing is, I remember it was John's Grillable Pizza.
Yeah.
I saved up enough tickets. I think it was 2,000 tickets, which is about like probably like $20. But that was hard-earned tickets there at John's Grillable Pizza. I remember I got a lava lamp.
Oh. Yeah.
I remember I brought it home, plugged it in, and for some reason it was like malfunctioning, and it never did the. I should have returned it.
Yeah, you should have said something.
Yeah.
You could have saved it up for that Nintendo Wii.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, impulsive decisions while you're at Chuck E. Cheese.
Did anybody else realize that children born in 2023 will potentially live to see the year 3000?
You didn't have to cut me off.
Oh man, mind blown. I mean, truthfully, who wouldn't walk away from that?
I would walk the other direction.
Like,
right
even
away.
though if I didn't believe that it was like a monster or a ghost or something, like it could be a crazy homeless guy on drugs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to deal with that. So good,
Yeah,
good decision.
Good for him. be a dog with my dogs.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, well, like, this dog is living his best life.
You ever wonder why you never catch a Middle Eastern woman not smelling heavenly? It's not luck. It's not genetics. It's because they know one thing that most people don't. Perfume is one of the worst ways to make a scent last all day. Why? It's full of alcohol, so it just evaporates halfway through. Now think about this. When someone smokes around you, that scent clings to your clothes, to your hair, and it doesn't go away. What if that smoke smelled amazing? That's exactly what Arab women created. It's called bakur. It's made of naturally scented wood, and the way it works is magical. You light it, let the smoke rise, and let it infuse your clothes and your hair. Because here's the truth, your hair holds scent way better than your skin ever will. With Bakur, you don't smell like perfume. You smell like you just naturally radiate this scent. It's hypnotic. It's powerful. It lasts until you wash it off.
Wow, that is a good point. Like the fact that smoke really does cling to you for the whole day, even
like,
into the next day.
Yes, especially like when you're barbecuing outside or like fireworks.
Yeah,
like New Year's or something.
Even if you're, I noticed that's like, even if you're out there for like 5 minutes, it's like
it clings.
You need to throw your clothes into the wash.
You put my heart back together. I searched the world till my head hurt just to find out your ways better. Oh.
All right, Jude, I hear you have perfect pitch.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna play a little game. Ready? So what is this note?
D,
How about this one?
G, B flat, A flat.
Okay, what about these chords? So what if I play like this chord?
Oh, so it's an A flat major 7th.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's an F dominant 7th. Oh, so it's an F major 7th. It's an E major 7th.
What the heck? Okay, what about this? I'm gonna play individual notes on the piano.
Oh, so it's F, A flats, and a D.
How about this one?
Oh, it's a B flats, an A flats, and an E.
Dude, that's crazy.
That would be the same way, same reaction.
I wish I had perfect pitch, and I wish I knew what these notes were just by listening to it. I kinda, but like not with that much confidence.
I have a master's degree and bachelor's degree in geography. I've been studying country flags for about 5 years now, so I'm pretty confident that I know all the flags of all the countries and islands in the world. And also, I know how to draw like 50% of all the world maps. So I'm going to be playing the country game to test my knowledge. South Africa.
I was not expecting that.
It was all false. It was all a lie.
This is how ancient Chinese fishermen caught fish without a regular hook. In spring, they harvested reed stalks, boiled them for 20 minutes, and dried them under the sun. Once hollow and lightweight, they cut them into tiny pieces, just half the size of a peanut. The hook was made from mature bamboo, at least 3 to 4 years old. They carefully carved it into 2 sharp spring-like arms. Now for the clever part. They tied the bamboo hook to a fishing line, slid the reed tube over it, and placed a peanut in the middle. When a fish bites, the reed slips off, and the bamboo arms snap open, locking the fish in. An ingenious fishing technique from centuries ago. Have you ever seen anything like this? Drop a comment and share if you love discovering ancient wisdom like this.
In ancient times, people used metal coins for money instead of paper. And coins made sense because a coin contained precious metal that people found valuable, like gold or silver. Think of it as $1 worth of gold being melted into a dollar coin.
Yeah, sounds good to me. What's the problem?
The problem is that the Roman government decided to make more coins without actually finding more gold. They were turning the same amount of gold into even more coins.
How do you make money out of money?
Exactly the right question.
We need more coins than we have gold for. Shave off pieces of these coins and melt them down with other metals.
But if there's less gold in the coins, won't that make them worth less?
We don't pay you to ask questions.
This seems like cheating.
That's because it is, and governments do it all the time.
I understand now. When you cheat to create new money, it makes everyone else's money worth less. Look how much lighter it is.
Exactly. When the money becomes worth less, you need to use more money to buy the same things. That's called inflation.
That's a really, really good way of explaining inflation.
I have not seen a better way of a better explanation than that. Full 100% gold coin continue to get shaved off until you get to what we have today, paper money, which is supposed to be gold, but then it's not gold. It's 0%,
0% gold and not backed by really anything.
Yeah, that's a really good explanation. Also, if you guys have any videos that you recommend and you want to see on the channel, definitely put them down in the comments down below. And with that said, let's get on with it already.
This is why you never forget to train both sides of your body, because this guy's been going viral recently for doing an experiment only training one of his traps for over 170 days now. And people are starting to grow concerned for him, saying it could cause irreversible damage, injuries, and just an overall waste of good genetics. But despite what everyone says, he stated he's going to continue for an interesting reason.
People no longer question when I park in the handicapped parking spot.
Well, now, so, yeah, I wondered that. You know, like, in working out, they always say, like, oh, you make sure you do evenly,
equal,
right? Like,
yeah,
arm, left arm.
Yeah,
right?
especially when you're doing it, like, one arm at a time.
Yeah. It's like, now we know what that would look like.
Yeah.
Now, like,
he took it to an extreme.
His trap
and
is...
it is possible.
It's not his traps anymore. It's his trap.
So I guess if he makes music, then, you know, you'd
He's
call it
making
trap music. Yeah. Oh, no.
Dave?
No!
Dave! Oh!
He's like, Dave! And then Dave
came
over
to the rescue, though. He's
to
a real one.
But before he came to the rescue, he joined him.
The moral of the story at the end of a lot of animes is that they were able to get through it through the power of friendship.
So this.
These are chunks of oak wood that I'm tossing in with some butter here because I want to see if I can infuse this butter with a toasty oaky flavor and then use that to make oak flavored cookies. So after some infusing time, let's remove these wood chunks and then let the butter firm up in the fridge a bit before dumping into a mixing bowl, adding sugar, whipping it up all nice and whippy, and then adding some eggs, whipping some more, and then finally some flour, salt, and baking soda. Next step is to bust out my new smoke infuser and load it up with some freshly carved oak wood shavings and make some oak smoked sugar for coating our dough balls. And this is actually pretty neat. It added a noticeable golden tint to the sugar. And with the balls appropriately coated, these are ready to bake up. But since the cookies aren't really going to look all that oaky on their own, let's up our presentation game by heading to the wood shop to make an oak wood platter. And I have just the piece of wood for this, a really cool oak burl that a viewer by the name of Cameron Scott of Haltom City, Texas sent my way ages ago, so sorry friend that it took me so long to dig into this wood, but hopefully worth the wait because just you all wait till you see what's hiding in there. If you don't know what a burl is, they're these big knobby growths that can form on trees for a number of reasons, typically by a form of stress on the tree like a fungal infection or injury. Basically, the grain grows in an irregular way which can create really intricate and gorgeous patterns in the wood. Now, because of that irregular grain on this really hard oak wood, it's been coming off the lathe in little tiny sharp shards, which is why I slapped tape on my hand because it was stinging like crazy. Anyway, I'm attempting to keep the unique live edge shape of the burl, so it's been staying really lopsided on the lathe, making the turning a bit of a challenge, but worth it when you see the texture that's hiding underneath that bark. It's just as unique as the grain that we're revealing. It's just so cool. I mean, come on. I just love oak burl. That swirly, curly grain looks like pasta noodles or something Van Gogh would have painted. Nature is just always giving us amazing gifts. I'm really happy with how this display platter turned out. A huge thanks to Cameron for sending me that piece of wood. So let's load it up with those cookies and see how they taste.
One might say it tastes like an old wooden ship. Yeah, make this right now. Do it. I dare you.
I really want to try that.
That sounds really cool. I
Yeah.
never thought of. He basically infused cookies with a wood smell.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Well, not only a smell, but a flavor. Too.
Flavor,
So
yeah,
it
yeah,
tastes,
flavor.
literally
Tastes
tastes
like
like
wood.
wood. That sounds really good, actually. And it's really smart the way he did it because the fat just.
Oh yeah,
it
yeah,
just
yeah,
like goes permeates the entire cookie or the entire dough.
Yeah.
So that makes sense why he did that. He infused the butter. I didn't even know you can make wood infused butter. Would you try this recipe? Leave a comment down below.
Attention, c'est chaud.
Ça fait, qu'est-ce que tu fais là? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Doucement, doucement. Attention, doucement, doucement. Attention. Hey, cup of tea?
Oh, thank you. Oh, mais...
Non,
Tu as jamais?
je suis.
The tunic.
Here.
Here's your tea, babe. Be careful, it's super hot.
Fake hot teapot prank.
What?
Just 你咬，那属于我你。喂，好，呀。
I really was waiting for him to start boxing.
Yeah,
just
I was like,
just start throwing some punches.
Yeah, he's
and all
gonna.
that.
Yeah, when he pulled the knife, I was expecting him to go.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao.
V8 spring engine. Performance test. Let's explain how this machine works. When you give the flywheel, coupled to the crankshaft, an initial push, it starts rotating. As the shaft turns, the crankshaft's eccentricities induce linear reciprocating motion in the springs, creating successive cycles of elastic loading and unloading.
This person is removing grease from cooking oil with a trick that looks like magic. By mixing vinegar and cornstarch in hot oil, they create a paste that traps impurities, burnt bits, and dark particles. This simple kitchen method not only extends the life of your oil, it also leaves it visibly clean, odor-free, and with no altered flavors.
That's so cool. I'd be like scared though. Water and hot oil.
I'm sure it's like when the oil's like room temperature, not hot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The guy said hot oil. I did that before. Water and hot oil. That did not go well.
Yeah.
That's a super good hack to use.